You want to see this on a mugshot or you want to see this on YouTube?
My nigga is Weezy, keep my wrist greasy. Why would I go hard when this shit is so easy?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are y'all doing today, tonight, this afternoon, tomorrow? I don't know. No, but for real. Can we talk about how versatile I am? Like how last week, not only did I have a whole nother hairstyle, but I was just in a whole different headspace. Now this week, we're going to talk about something positive, and we're going to talk about how you can get your YouTube channel started, just like how I did, but easy, on a budget, and fast. And I also want to talk about why I started doing YouTube, because like a lot of people like have YouTube channels and they'll promote it on their Instagram story for a little bit and then like never touch on that shit again. And we like damn, like that was it? Like, are you gonna drop something? Are you gonna, what's up? And I feel like honestly, your heart isn't in it. It's gonna feel like pointless. Even when, you know, like sometimes I'll post and be like, oh my god, like I don't want to edit this video because I really don't. But I also need to get that content up and out so I can, you know, continue on my YouTube journey, so people can really lock in with me and I can get some supporters, some subscribers and stuff like that. So my number one thing is consistency. Even though I'm not the most consistent, I was very consistent with like how with the way I wanted my YouTube channel to be and look. I'm a very like detail oriented person, so like before I even said anything to anybody about this YouTube channel, I already had my banner up. I already knew my niche. I already knew exactly who I was posting for, what I wanted to post, the types of things I wanted to post about. And that's not only because I'm detail oriented, but it's because growing up, I've always wanted to do YouTube. Not for any money, because honestly, even though YouTubers look rich on YouTube, they could have 9-to-5 jobs and stuff like that. So I really just wanted to do it for fun. It was never for, oh my god, like this is going to get me rich one day. I never thought YouTube would get me rich, but I think it is now. Because like, look at the material. Yeah, I feel like when it comes to starting a YouTube channel, you gotta, number one, know like, are you posting for like the girls that do makeup? Are you posting for the boys that do gaming? Are you posting for the guys that play football and like to watch sports clips? Like, who are you posting for? And is the content that you have to post for this group of people going to be something that you feel like you can make a revenue off of, right? I do advice videos, story times. I'm going to start doing vlogs. Like, those are all different types of things that people like to tune into just for entertainment. So that's, you know, my type of thing. Like, just being able to be myself, but like entertain at the same time. You know what I mean? But not everybody does YouTube for entertainment. Like, a lot of people, even though they have their set audience, some people post, honestly, like, I've seen people post YouTube videos just so they can have a place to go back and look at their videos at, not even because they want to have a YouTube channel, you know? So everybody is different, but know your reasoning for what you're doing, because like I said, once it starts to feel pointless, your YouTube channel is going to rot away and disappear, and people are going to be wondering where you're at, or they're not. Either way it goes. If you're a consistent person, they're going to wonder where you're at. If your heart's not in it, you're not going to want to come back, or you'll come back when you want. And when it comes to YouTube, you can't. My number one thing is like interacting with my subs and my mutual. It's good to know your target audience. It's good to know who you're posting for, like, and is this audience an audience that you really gotta like interact with, or is this a type of thing where like you just do on your channel how you want it and leave it at that? Either way it goes, this is why I always say plan stuff out before you just go making channels and posting shit. And on that note, when it comes to posting, editing, the first 5 seconds of your video is what grabs people's attention. And a lot of people like to start their YouTube videos off with their intro, but I'm not a big fan of that, simply because like I can put a real interesting clip right before my intro and that'll have y'all even more hooked than my intro itself. You feel me? So it's good to, you know, grab people's attention so you get consistent viewers, and then they subscribe because they like watching your videos, and so on and so on. Like, it's like a starting point for everything, but you really got to know how to navigate your way, because if you just go doing shit and, like I said, for the wrong reasons on top of that, it's going to be here 1 second and then next thing you know you forget about it, which is cool. Like, it's social media. We all have probably accounts that we have and fucking forgot about and whatever, but I feel like when it comes to something like YouTube, you have to be consistent with it or that channel will rot away and die. But yeah, growing up, y'all, I was a habitual YouTube watcher. Like, I watched it all day long. I didn't even watch TV. I was a YouTube girl. No matter if it was reaction videos, beauty, like, y'all not gonna know what this is, but like the Sister Squad drama with like James Charles and Tati and all of that, and like stuff like that is my thing. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I was a very internet kid growing up, but not like Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. Like, I was more like, I knew exactly what trends were going on because of the simple fact that I was on YouTube religiously every single day, because like all the YouTube girlies were posting the new trends, no matter if it was makeup, something with clothes, you know, the new spot to go to. Mind you, I'm like young as hell, 9, 10, 11, like, but I'm so obsessed with the fact that these people have their own platform and they can say exactly what they want, when they want, and how they want. And to me, I'm a yapper. I like to talk, but I'm not a big fan of like public speaking. So when it comes to YouTube, I can properly execute my words and how I want to deliver it and all that good stuff, and I don't have to like be on a spot. Honestly, I could be filming this video right now and post it in June and say today is June 9th, 2025. Like, I like having control of my own thing and my own platform. I don't like to be put in a cage and told when and how to do things, because that's when it's not fun for me anymore. Like, that's why I feel like a lot of people, even though they make these YouTube channels and stuff like that, they don't really care too much about it rotting away and dying, because regardless, you can get back up on there and post whatever video you want and just go on about your day. It's not about the views or how many people is clocking in watching your shit or how many subscribers you have. Like, it's all about the fun of it. But if you're on YouTube, or if you're trying to start a YouTube just for like attention, that's where you like don't do that. Don't do that to yourself, because when your subscribers are still at 10 after 2 months, you gonna be mad about that? You're not entertaining us. You're just waiting on people to just kiss your ass and be up your ass, and nobody wants to. You're kind of base. Like, a lot of like, I try to do stuff on my YouTube, y'all, that's not basic. Everybody does variations of, you know, challenges, Q&As, whatever you want to call it. But when you do it simply just like verbatim of somebody else, it's not entertaining. Or when you can look at somebody's channel and tell they're just not doing it because, like, I'm doing this for my people, like my subs, like I'm doing this for y'all. No, like, a lot of people just be on here just thinking like you gonna get 1,000,001 views off of one video and then you could just leave it there. No, like are we gonna keep this consistent? Like, we gonna just leave it there? What are we doing? A lot of people don't know, so it's good to plan and all that good stuff before you go. And I'm not saying like you can do your YouTube however you want, but if you want to be successful with it, you gotta have like rules and boundaries to start off, because you're not gonna become famous overnight. Nobody becomes famous overnight. Some people can, but hard work and dedication and taking the time to learn your craft and YouTube and however you want to execute your content on your channel, that's the like reward of it all. I started this shit back in January. Imagine where I'm going to be in July, August, you know? So it's more of a thing for me. Like, I know I'm going to keep growing and I'm going to keep growing. And that in itself is all the motivation I need to, like, you know what, let me lock in and keep executing my ideas on my YouTube channel and entertaining the people. Like, but when it comes to actual tips on YouTube, rather than just like picking your audience and, you know, tips like that, I know some people are going to want like the cheat code. I got you. a little bit, cause I'm no big time YouTuber at all, but I know how to do my craft and do it good without doing too much. So I'll tell you guys exactly how I started this YouTube shit, what I use, how I use it, and yeah. So like I said, I started off telling you guys about like when it comes to the tips I was telling y'all earlier, not how to do the YouTube shit, but like the actual foundation of your YouTube channel. These tips are to actually do the video. I don't know if I'm making sense, but y'all know what I mean. Like, I'm about to give y'all apps and suggestions about shit like that. So, my best friend when it comes to YouTube is CapCut. I'm not a big time editor. I never been. But us modern babies, we've always known our way around phones, and CapCut is one of those apps where like you get it down like that, and once you like really consistently get to using it, go fall in love with it. You don't want to edit with anything else, because a lot of these other editing apps are for, I don't want to say they're for professionals, but the actual setup of the said app is kind of complex to where like we're not going to understand it, or we got to take time to study it to understand it. I just want to edit my video. I'm just trying to get this shit put up and out. So we already knew about CapCut because of TikTok, and once people started to realize that, okay, it's not just a bunch of stop motion edits and AI videos on CapCut. You can actually edit on here, and not just videos, but pictures as well. So on that note, I don't make my thumbnails on CapCut, but you can. But I don't think they look as eye-catching. Like, comes to the thumbnail of your videos, you can use CapCut, but I choose not to because I think CapCut is more of a video editing app. So if you're looking to edit thumbnails, or if you're looking to, look for an app that has like preset thumbnails, you can use an app called Canva. I edit a lot on there. I made like my birthday invitations on there. It actually really helped me with my small business a lot as well. Price lists, all that good stuff. I use it for my thumbnails, and it's very easy to navigate and use as well as CapCut. So if you're looking for something easy and fast, you can use Canva. Now on the note of thumbnails, it's always good to use colors that pop on your thumbnail because it catches people's attention. Like, you want them to stop and watch your video. That's the whole point. So it's good to use like glowy letters or big letters or bright color letters or emojis, whatever. Just make it noticeable. Make sure people can see exactly what you're talking about. And when you're typing the words for your thumbnail, it doesn't have to be word for word verbatim of the actual title of the video. That's something I've noticed a lot. Like, you don't have to do that. It can just be like a variation of the words used for the said video title. You know what I mean? So if I say like, all right, I'm doing a video on beating my face. So say the title is face beat tutorial. In my thumbnail, it doesn't have to say that. It can, but like I'll put something like, me personally, tips and tricks to do my makeup, or tips and tricks on how to full glam, or full glam tutorial with like makeup brush emojis or makeup palette emojis, something. Like, make it pop, make it to where people actually want to stop and watch your video, not just scroll past it and they don't even notice it, because that's, number one, a waste of your time. Nobody wants to feel like that. And number two, you start to feel like, am I doing something wrong? And you're not doing something wrong, you're just not playing the game right. There's hacks and things that you just have to know when it comes to YouTube. Coming from somebody that's been on YouTube and watching videos and shit for a very, very long time, not everybody's video is going to get watched. Not every video is going to be popular. But that's another thing. Have thick skin when it comes to YouTube. You cannot be a weak hoe on YouTube. My video I posted last week, if I didn't have the skin of a goddamn reptile, but you really got to remember, like, this is strictly online, baby. Do not be mad at me. Be mad at the nigga that made YouTube, because he's the only reason why you can see this shit on YouTube, baby. I don't know what to tell you. Like, you just gotta lock in and have that thick skin and understand that nobody's opinion matters about you. The only opinion that should matter about yourself is the one that you have on yourself. You know what I mean? Because you know you better than anybody knows you. So once you accept that, you'll understand that anybody else's criticisms about you literally do not matter. And when you're doing something like YouTube or something that is your craft, you never let anybody tell you how to do it. And this video is simply me just telling you how to play the game and play it smart, but also cheap, affordable, and make it worth your time, but also not breaking the bank and breaking your, I was about to say breaking your back, the bank and breaking your neck trying to like accommodate to what you think a perfect YouTube channel would be. Girl, no. Another tip, audio. Mics that I used to use were like $5 on TikTok. That's a steal. So that means literally anybody could get behind a camera and hook that little ass camera up to your phone, and yeah, you good. You got a whole mic. But it's feeling like after a while it's time to upgrade. So I got this bad boy. Now this bad boy is that TikTok Shop camera, but I ended up getting it off of Shein because TikTok Shop likes to charge a little bit of bullshit for their shipping fees. So instead of, paying extra for shipping, I could get a whole Shein card plus my mic. So this is the mic box. It's called Murin Professional Studio Microphone. It's a really good microphone, y'all. And it's very affordable. Another thing that I like about this mic, like I said, it's easy to set up, but it's very professional, and it's cheap as hell. Like, when I saw the price of this shit and I heard the mic and the audio for myself, plus it has a noise cancellation feature, it's like, come on. You're crazy if you think I'm not going to buy this. Like, I need that. Immediately, I needed that. And I got it. But I ain't going to lie. I wanted the pink one. They were sold out of the pink one on Shein. I was so sorry. But either way, I can always get another one. Like I said, they're really cheap, really affordable. Yeah, YouTube is something you do it exactly how you want it done, but it's always helpful to have those extra tips and tricks on how to do it properly. So, like I said, number one, have tough, thick skin. That's the start. Don't even go making a YouTube channel if you don't got fucking thick skin, or grow some. Like, you just gotta grow that thick skin and then start, doing shit like YouTube where people can openly state their opinions on you. Because if you're somebody that cares about what people have to say about you, YouTube is going to be like your worst nightmare. I'm not even trying to be funny. And it's simply because it is a public forum. Anybody can say anything at any time. Yeah, you can delete a comment, but what if they commented again and again and again? You block them, make a new channel, comment again and again and again. Yes, it's like Instagram kind of in a way, but like, if people are actually taking time out of their day to watch a actual YouTube video rather than get your picture on Instagram, then that means that they care about you in some way. So, it's good to keep that up. Like, just like I said, be consistent. But also, like I said, remember, it's good to not care what people have to say, because if you do, YouTube is going to literally drain you, because people are always going to have something to say about your videos. Even though they're not commenting it all the time, people are talking about your videos, which is normal. That's life. People talk. But if you can't handle it, like, what's that saying? Something about chicken grease or hot grease. Don't touch the grease on the stove if it's hot. Don't go touching the YouTube pot on the stove if you ain't ready for the motherfucking pot of YouTube on the stove. Is what I'm trying to say. What time is it? Try to be as open and friendly as possible when it comes to helping with YouTube, because anybody can do it. Do you see what I'm recording on right now? This is my pink iPad. Every bitch got a pink iPad. Pick that shit up and record on it. Like, it's really light. This motherfucking light I got, TikTok Shop, $5. Like, it's literally so easy to do, y'all. I don't know why they make it seem like if you don't have a professional camera, a professional mic, a professional this. Moral of the story, niggas just spend a lot of money when they get the money, okay? And that means they have been doing content for a while, meaning, okay, I have this money, I've made this money off of this content, so let me pour money back into my business or how I am getting money, and then I'm going to keep upgrading because I'm going to keep making money off of my craft. That's normal. But when you are starting off, you do not need a $1,000 mic, $1,000 camera, a $100 ring light. It's not needed. You can do it if you got it, girl. Go ahead, do you. But imagine what else you could buy where you can just start off with a simple setup like how I got. And then over time, you then go on and you add the extra shit. Like, that's normal. But like I've stated multiple times in this video, everybody is different when it comes to how they want to do their YouTube. So don't let me be the messenger, or don't let me dictate how you start your YouTube channel. This is simply the steps that I took to understand, okay, how can I do this without having to feel like, all right, like I'm spending too much money just trying to jumpstart the shit and not even knowing if I really want to do it. Like, I already had the iPad, I already had the ring light. The little TikTok mics that I had originally were like $5. This one was $20, all affordable. Everything was like, I was on a budget with this shit. I didn't have to be, but I knew I'm a beginner, and it's good to upgrade and elevate over time rather than trying to be flexy, flashy, and showy in the beginning. Because honestly, it don't get you nowhere doing that. Like, yeah, more people might tune in, but I ain't gonna lie, that don't make no difference for me. Like I said, I'm a habitual YouTube watcher, so if a thumbnail is showing me somebody with an extra expensive ass equipment versus like a girl doing like a get ready with me makeup video on her iPad like me, one or the other isn't going to catch my eye over the other. But just because that one person has that extra expensive equipment in their thumbnail, that's not something that's like, ooh, like I need to watch that. Like, it helps and it looks good, but you don't need it. I think YouTube is such a fun place. I didn't notice how different every social media platform was until I started my YouTube channel and realized not everything is like Instagram, people lurking, nobody liking your shit. Like, if people are taking time, like I said earlier, to tune into your videos, you're entertaining in some type of way. They want to hear what you got to say, and you're helping me get paid every time you watch my video. I'm not saying I'm getting paid off of this shit now, but you had to work your way into the fun program for YouTube, and those views and shit that you start off with, those subscribers and shit that you start off with, is what jumpstarts you to getting paid. So that's why I always tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all, because y'all are giving me that platform to literally like go up, blow up, however you want to look at it. Like, this is literally only the beginning, and this can be the beginning for you, and later on down the line you're gonna look back and say, wow, like I started that shit for fun and on a budget, and now look, like you could possibly make money off of this shit. Good joint. You really just got, like I said, lock in. Understand that it comes with time. Never feel like your YouTube videos aren't good enough if you're not bringing in a bunch of views like that. Like, first of all, if you're doing that, if you're getting all of those views dumb fast, like, you must already be known. I have a good amount of followers on Instagram. Like, I have 4,000 something. So when I jump started my YouTube, one of the main places I promoted it on was Instagram, because of the simple fact I have that little amount of followers on there. So some of them are going to navigate to YouTube, which y'all did. Not everybody. Like, you see 5,000, 4,000 subscribers on my shit? No. But the 92, 93, 94 that I have right now, yeah, like, they carried on right over. So it's just, you really gotta just do it. Just start. Don't be scared. Don't care about judgmental people either, because they're everywhere, but especially in real life. So don't give a fuck about no YouTube. That's like backwards. Fuck YouTube. But no, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really good to see you guys. Talk to y'all. I can't actually see y'all, but we see each other. We see each other. We good. Yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. My Instagram DM is always open for questions about YouTube, how to start, where to start, you know, how to get a base audience, all that good stuff. I'm always open to talk. But guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I will see you guys soon. I don't know. Definitely soon.